Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be getting ore processing fully set up and running. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright, so we are definitely down below, down at Y level 12, and I encountered my first set of diamond. I always like showing that in my videos. Plus I need to actually repair it. I did make some iron sharpening kits, which is pretty nice, so I can sit there and bam, have a fully fixed hammer here, and get my first set of diamond. How awesome. Look at all that diamond. Bam! So much of it. Honestly, I did find some lapis, so I probably should have put some lapis on this thing before I mined that diamond. But, we got 8 diamond. That normally never happens. That's crazy. So, I just got my first set. Looks like people are saying congrats, pretty much. But yeah, we'll be right back up, and I'll show you guys a few new things. Alright guys, so you know how I normally don't do things the way a normal person would do it. I'm going to try something a little bit different, and experiment with a old mod that I used to love, simply because, I mean, it was like before all of these new mods you see here. It's Buildcraft. It pretty much allowed you to see the items flowing through the tubes, which I thought was awesome back in the day. That's where this pack is like bringing back memories with some of these mods. So I am going to need to clear out a little area underneath here, and my hope is that I should be able to pull items out of here and not pull the casting bit out. So I should be able to set up some Buildcraft pipes just to get this like simplified and get a little bit of automation going. So that way we can put an ingot cast in here and get our iron to flow out. And that is going to be what I want to do. So, getting a Buildcraft pipe. Really all it requires is some glass. We're going to need a couple pieces of wood. And then we're going to need some, I think, stone or cobblestone. I can't remember. Can't exactly remember if it is... yeah, cobblestone, not fluid pipes. We're looking for regular transfer pipes. So cobblestone transfer pipes. We got stone transfer pipes, which actually goes even faster. But speed is not what we're looking for here, so I'll just go with regular cobblestone. It's going to be made the same way. So let's go ahead and grab just a couple pieces of cobblestone. Which we need more than that, because we're also going to need to make a redstone engine. And this is also very simple to make. It just requires one piston. So you have to get some redstone, which we did go get. So I'm good there. And I have at least one piece of iron on me. At least I do now. And we should be good to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and make these wooden transfer pipes. Bam, just as simple as that. It's really nothing to these pipes. And they actually do quite a bit for what they really are. Alright, there's our one piece of iron. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a piston made. And you'd think by now I would have piston memorized. I mean, I do, but let's go ahead and make sure we have everything for that. Piston, let's go. There we go, one piston. And then we're going to need an engine, which I think requires 2 gears. Look at that, 2 wooden gears. And bam, we have a redstone engine. Now this guy, I mean, it's not RF power, I guess you could say, this thing puts out, or at least it's not enough to calculate. But this guy does put out some power. Now, I do remember before, like, if you let these guys go, there was a chance that they could explode, which could be very bad. But I don't think they explode in this pack, so let's go ahead and test this guy out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our wooden pipes and these pipes. We're going to put one wooden pipe connected to the bottom here, and a stone pipe connecting to this chest. And now the wooden is what needs an engine, and we need to put lever here to give it some power to turn it on. Oh, I actually may have to put it right behind it. Let's do that route. Let's put it directly behind it. Now all this is going to be hidden, so let's turn it on. And I think it'll start running once we have items going in. So let's get an item flowing in. and it should have something to transfer from. As you can see, now it's going to start running. And what it's going to do is you'll see the item go through, and bam, it goes through. Pretty simple. This setup is not hard to do. And as you can see, it's very cheap. Only required 1 piece of iron versus making a hopper, which would require 5. So it is a little bit cheaper to do. And now we're going to need some way to get a redstone signal up to the top. My favorite, of course, is in this pack, and it is a timer. My personal favorite. I love the timer. We do have some gold now. So let me go ahead and get that. I do have 8 gold. So I'm going to need... actually, 2. I can throw that in here, or actually just throw inside my smeltery, even though it's going to take a little while. And what I can do is just run that through the cast. It'll go through our pipe, and we'll be good to go. So, some of the other things we need to make. This is just regular stone. I think we have some stone laying around, don't we? We totally do. And we're going to need 4 pieces of redstone. And a couple sticks. 4 sticks, 4 pieces of redstone. Torches, good to go. Okay. Alright, let's check this. Where is our molten gold? There it is. And we're going to need 4 of these. This is why it's going to be so nice to get this automated. I know we could probably jump right into some of the other stuff, but taking it slow is something that I prefer to do. And there's so much in this pack that once we get like towards mid-game, we'll be able to progress so fast, it'll be unreal. So I don't want to go too fast with it. So we're getting our last piece here. As you can see, it doesn't take very long at all to do this. And make our clock, which require 1 more piece of redstone. There we go. And we should be good to go. Where's it at? Right here. Clock. Make a clock. And make our timer. And if I do remember correctly, timer can be placed... oh, I guess it cannot in this version. I remember it being able to be placed that way. But I guess not. I wonder if it actually... it does work this way. Okay. I was wondering if it was going to do that. We can set it to a delay of... I think it's 5 ticks. Time is estimated as ticks. So yeah, I think it's every 5 ticks. This will... oh no, definitely not 5 ticks. Let's try 15 ticks. Definitely not that either. I thought I had this memorized. Wait, let me kind of calculate this. So this drops out. So I'm going to guess. So I would like to get it like right on. But I mean, I can leave it just ticking. Okay. And right as this hardens. Okay, so a little bit more. So let's do 85 ticks. And the server is also lagging a little bit, so it could be something to do with that as well. Okay, so this is not, so 100. Will 100 work? I think 100 will be fine. Yeah, it's doing it right now. I want it to like start as soon as this is done. Okay, so that seems like it's working. It's working to me. Alright, so that's going to export out all of our stuff. So what we can do is just take all of our good stuff here and make sure we have stuff that's not going to mix. That's the only issue with using the smeltery, is making sure stuff doesn't mix in there. And I can also eventually find more of the lava here. And actually, Buildcraft is going to be really handy with getting lava. Now, I didn't actually see too much. Oh, it's still stuck in the dungeon. Where do I go? Yeah. Oh well. Like I say, I was going to show you that, but it looks like it's... there it goes. Daytime is what we need. I didn't really see very many lava pools. I am seeing like lava like stuck off the sides of things. not actually lava pools, so to speak. And I haven't really, found much lava underground, but I do know there is some because I did see some on the map. So that is a thing. So I've done a little bit of exploring. I actually wanted to go out a little ways just so I could find some of this stuff. I always could use some apatite. This stuff is very handy for getting crops grown and making some fertilizer, and you can never have enough of it. So there's always plenty of it in the world. I just wanted to kind of grab some of this. It's part of forestry, and you can never have too much. I was also kind of looking for some slime islands, and I have a feeling they're disabled in the pack. So finding some slime would actually be very, very useful, and it'll be one of the first times that I've seen it actually be disabled in a pack, which is kind of crazy. I've not actually seen it disabled, so I guess it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. At least in that respect. Well, I guess that didn't work. Kind of strange. There is a little bit of server lag. I'm also kind of probably causing some of it by exploring a little bit. Yeah, once you get a bit of this, you probably will never need any more ever again. So, that's all I'm doing right now. I'm kind of gathering as much as I can. And then I'm going to head back, and we're going to start working on a few other things. I also wanted to show off this little fella from Astral Sorcery. This guy gives you glowstone when you break it, so this is a definite pickup if you find it on your travels. To pick up as much of it as you can, because, I mean, it's pretty much free glowstone without going to the nether, and you can have it right off the bat. So already I have glowstone and redstone, which is usually used together in combination, which is pretty nice. So, also, I found an Astral Sorcery temple over there. That is another awesome find. I am pretty close to somebody else's base, I think. But I think I'll be fine. Guess what? Had to take that that faith drop there. Yeah, I'm heading this direction. I did say that I was going to be back at the base, but man, doing a lot more exploring is actually pretty fun. Trying to find a slime island or anything, going through these biomes without any kind of assistance, like jump or anything like that, is kind of nice. There should be some chests down here that might actually help us out, though I do know there are some chests down below. So it would be nice to kind of check those out. There we go. There's our chest right away. Perfect. And there's another chest right over here. Perfect. And it also has constellation papers in it. Let me take that. That unlocks one section for us. I did nab some snow. I don't know how important that was going to be to us, but let's go ahead and pillar back up. Hopefully somebody doesn't mind that we just walked in there. I'm not just really disturbing it. I just took one of those pedestals off there. So anybody can still use that thing. Let me just walk around a little bit more, and hopefully I don't, if I don't find anything interesting, I'll meet you guys back at the base. So I went ahead and made some pins. We're actually going to try and gather a few animals just so we can have a pretty good source of at least food and things of that nature. But we're going to need a bit of leather, and we're going to need a few sticks. So to make this, it's pretty cool actually. It's called a piggyback pack, and I should be able to right-click to pick up mobs with it, is what it says. So if we were to find things such as pigs roaming around, which there's usually a fair amount of, pigs are like this cow over here. Let's go ahead and grab the cow. We can go ahead and pick those guys up. And I don't know if this is a one-time use, that's why I'm kind of testing it out. But even if it is a one-time use, it's a pretty cool thing to have. So let's try it. Can we pick you up? Oh my gosh. Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping would happen. So we have now successfully carried this cow. How cool is that? That is pretty funny. So yeah, we have to carry this all the way back to our base. What would be even funnier is if it actually gave you like slowness. That would be so cool. But you gotta love Tinkers, man. Tinkers add so many cool things. It's just it's so hard to just let it go. Okay, can we place you down? Uh-oh. How do we get you out of here? Okay. Okay, so we have to drop you. Let's drop you. Then let's try to open the gate. And then we can pick you back up again. Okay, so I guess that's the only issue. Is I can't, like, close the gate. I have to pop them in here, then close it. Okay. There we go. I can easily fix that, though. I can just put a stair or put, like, a block here. Just for right now, so we can pick it up. Sweet, so we got that. Also, I'm surprised nobody mentioned this to me. But nobody said in the comments to make a backpack, Chosen. Why don't you make it? Why haven't you made an iron backpack yet? I'm surprised nobody said that. But we're gonna go ahead and do that anyways. So to get an iron backpack, pretty sure you just need one piece of iron in the center. Oh no, it's a chest. Sorry, a chest in the center. I wonder, can we do they have that in here? Yes, perfect. I love when that's in here. And we just surround that. Oh, is it changed? Let's go ahead and make the basic one. Okay, so it requires wool. I think that was something that I didn't have. And I was like, I definitely need some of that before I can make that. That's why I hadn't made one yet. But I should be able to make at least some wool. And I think I have a few other pieces in here. There we go. Perfect. Now I have enough to make it. So now let's go ahead and make our regular basic backpack. And I actually can go ahead and upgrade it. And I would prefer to upgrade it if it lets me. Oh, we need another chest. That's right. Right? There we go. And now we have an iron backpack. I don't want to go up to the gold tier, but I will stick with that. Some of the upgrades that we could do. There is a latch, hold shift, okay. No, I don't want none of that. But yeah, we have a pretty good size backpack here. We can hold our tools and things of that nature and have some pretty cool stuff. So having that piggy backpack is actually super cool. You can only hold one at a time though, so I mean, but really you only need what? I need another cow and then I'm set with cows. And then with pigs, that's a different story. Altogether, I'll have to find another way to get that, but there's not any pigs nearby, so I'll have to travel probably a good distance to be able to find a pig. Now there are other means of getting animals. You don't have to use this. I mean, there should be a golden lasso, so if you have access to gold, I think a golden lasso works just as well. It should be in the pack. That's a part of extra utilities, if I do remember correctly, because to be able to get an angel ring from extra utilities, at least in the newer versions, you had to capture a ghast with one. Actually, a ghast that had, 2 hearts? Like a damaged ghast, which is pretty ridiculous in its own right. But yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I really like this. This is new. I don't remember this being a part of Tinker's. But now we have our pig, or not a pigs. What does this actually look like on our back? Oh, it actually does go in our armor slot. So does that mean we can pick them up anytime? No, it doesn't. Okay. So we should be able to feed those guys, and actually, once we do that, we will actually get an achievement. So let's go ahead and get these guys mated up. And there we go. We have our baby cow, though. So that's going to make getting food a lot easier, that's for sure. Okay, so now that we have all that done, the only thing I would want to get that I can't get right now, because it does seem like the slime islands are disabled. So just keep that in mind, that slime islands do seem to be disabled. With that being said, we're going to have to find a slime chunk. And I think there is something... that lets us know that slimes are spawning. I just don't remember exactly what it was. Definitely not having those slime islands does make this, like the potions and stuff, a little bit harder to obtain. And of course, getting night slime, I don't even know how that's going to be possible. I could be wrong though. There probably are. Slime islands. I just haven't found any. So that's what's making this pretty difficult. Because I was going to make some boots today. But it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to do that. And getting slime, I mean, there's a few ways to do it. Of course, that being killing mobs. And getting into Botania, that's another way. The slime charm. Okay, yeah, that's... makes slimes ignore the player even when hit by them. That's not what I'm wanting. There was mobs or mods before that I remember that would actually have indicators letting you know that you were in a slime chunk. And it might actually be a part of this. But I don't remember. If it's probably a setting that's disabled. But yeah, it's always a neat thing. I have been getting attacked a lot by zombies over here. I don't know what their deal is, but they have been really after me. Alright, so by the end of this episode, I was also wanting to get some power and probably the atomic reconstructor setup. So this is like a must-have for Actually Editions to get started with anything in Actually Editions, which we will be using a lot of it because they have some really good automation things inside of that mod. So that's going to be a go-to for me. Plus, I know that mod like full in and know pretty much everything about it. So I'm going to need a couple of black quartz. Let's actually go to Actually Editions. And we should be able to see a few of the things we need. So the atomic reconstructor is right here. And we're also going to make the coal generator. Now this guy is really easy to make. All we need is sticks, cobblestone. We're going to need iron, of course, and we're going to need wood. I'm pretty sure this, or actually, yeah, this uses just any kind of coal. So I'm just going to grab the wood just in case. But there we go. We should be able to make this thing. The coal generator requires the iron casing, which we're actually going to need a couple of iron casings. If I take a look in here, I should have enough of just about everything to make that. So bam. I'm going to make 2 of these because that's exactly how many I wanted to make. And then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves the coal generator. Now this guy does produce a good amount of RF, so I can't really complain there. And then we'll go to the atomic reconstructor right here, which we already have the stuff to make. We just need redstone. So bam, throw some redstone in here, and we have everything for that. Perfect. So we have the coal generator and the atomic reconstructor. Them together should work just fine. They should just work perfect together in harmony. So we're actually going to put our coal generator right here. And underneath that, we'll put our atomic reconstructor. And in front of the atomic reconstructor, we're going to put a button. It doesn't really matter what kind of button. I'm going to use a stone button just because it matches the look of it. And I'm going to place it right on the face. Now, right now it's not producing any power, which is good because I don't want to waste any energy. So I'm going to get a torch, or get a redstone torch. And that is how you toggle the redstone signal. So right now it's set to, the mode is deactivation. So I'm going to set this to pulse. So now it's going to work every time I hit the button. So if you guys didn't know that, that's how you do it. So let's go ahead and feed this guy some coal. And you're going to see it's going to start generating. And this guy right here is going to start filling up. And every time you hit this button, it uses a minimum of 1,000 flux. So just like that. If I didn't have that button there, it would continue to travel for as many blocks as its range is. You could obviously stop it like right here with a piece of cobblestone or something. Whatever you feel like doing. But this is going to change things like, let's say, redstone. So let's go ahead and throw some of that down. And you hit that. Oh, we just got a subscriber, by the way. Oh, I keep picking it back up. There we go. It changed it. And we're going to get other things like this. And that's going to be used for things like our batteries and just about everything in here, like our wireless energy relays, the vertical digger, which would be nice to get. But something else that I was wanting to work on would be the crusher. And of course, getting the double crusher up and running would be really nice. A crusher and a double crusher would make our lives a lot simpler. And then also getting ourselves a powered furnace would be really nice. And this stuff is not very expensive. Getting the crusher would require some more of this black quartz, which of course you mine this stuff up, and you have to smelt it. For right now, you have to smelt it. You can actually get double if you use it in other ways. But like, say we're going to make the crusher right now, we're going to need some flint. I think I have flint laying around somewhere. Yeah, I do. 2 flint. And then we're also going to need 2 of the redstonia crystals. And we're going to need redstonia here with some more black quartz. So 2 more blocks of this needs to be cooked before we can do any of that. And bam, we'll go ahead and make the main block to the crusher. So where's it at? There it is. So we'll go ahead and make the iron casing. And each one of these require redstonia. So we're going to need 5 more. And we're going to throw that down, hit the button, back away so we don't pick up the item. And we should be just about ready to rock and roll. Look at this. Bam. Get the crusher. We're going to need 2 basic coils. And then we're going to need the stuff for the crusher, which is just cobblestone. Oh, we're missing 1 more redstonia. That's literally it. Oh, I can't believe I'm missing that. There we go. And now we can go ahead and do this. Bam. Now we have a crusher. Pretty cool. Pretty cool machine here. It's going to pretty much do everything that this thing did, but now we have access to it. So if I want to turn aluminum into aluminum dust, I can now do that, and we have our first machine. Our first actual ore processing machine. How cool. Now all we need to do is get ourselves a furnace, and we can pretty much bypass all of the ore processing that we just set up in the beginning of the video, and we'll have it here. So this is really nice. We're getting things started. This is just going to help me out with mining and getting a few things done. So we can have a lot of materials to be able to craft a few of the newer things that are in this pack. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please over to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. As always, links down in the description below. Please don't forget to check those out. And as always, thanks for watching.
Let's go!